Welcome, Sniper Club family, to our Spotlight series where we highlight some of the leading projects within this crypto cycle. Today, we want to talk to you about a project that I am really excited about. It's a project called the Root Network, and I think this could be perhaps the leading or the top metaverse project in this bull run. Recently, we did a Zoom with Hustle from In the Game, and Hustle also said that this was his top pick for this cycle in terms of a metaverse play. I think Root is very unique because it's bringing together three hot narratives: AI, gaming, and metaverse. And perhaps there's no project within the space that is doing what Root is doing now. The thing I'm most excited about this project is its ecosystem. And let's jump to that. Let's take a look at the ecosystem. And when you see this ecosystem, it's like crazy what these guys are doing. Take a look at this ecosystem. Warner Brothers, Ready Player One, Reebok, Altered State Machine, FIFA. Listen, they are doing some amazing things. And the metaverse is here. It's already here. When we think about Facebook rebranding to Meta, I think it's going to be the future of the internet and the digital world. You know, we spend so much time on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. What if we can spend time in more immersive environments? And this is what Root is doing. They're looking to build AAA gaming metaverse experiences. And I think this is going to be big. So it's the technology. Root is building the technology for interoperability within the digital world. Things like what would be our identity or profile picture, clothes, or maybe a business conference versus gaming. And so a lot of exciting things are happening at Root. And this is not a company that's just starting up. This has actually been a collaboration or coming together of more than 10 companies for this vision of an open metaverse. And so I'm really excited about it. If you've never seen the movie Ready Player One, perhaps you could take a look at that movie. That movie really captures where Root wants to carry the world. And if Root can go there, it's going to be one of the biggest things, I think. If you think of a loved one who's in hospital, maybe they can't move and you can connect a VR device to your loved one and they can feel like they're in the beach, right? That'll be worth it even for medical treatment. And so the team behind Root, Ernie, he really shaped Ready Player One, and Aaron and Dan. They've been film producers, and Shara, right? This is a team that knows what they're doing. They have a lot of experience and they're bringing on a lot of Hollywood IPs. And so we can see brands that perhaps they release, like let's say Star Wars series, they release one episode and maybe 2 years later or 3 years later, another episode comes out. What are they going to do between that downtime? This is where a lot of brands are turning to the metaverse. And so Root is offering solutions to some of the top brands. I love what they say here: enabling humans to create the worlds they imagine. And so this is what we are thinking about as we think about Root. An open metaverse to bring AAA gaming and metaverse experiences to the world. Root in itself is a blockchain. The Root network, it's a blockchain, a layer one blockchain that supports the open metaverse. But we can see the development of technology and products on top of the blockchain through Futureverse. And so Futureverse is sort of bringing together these type of experiences. And you see there's an AI-powered league. It's really amazing technology that we're seeing. And all of the core protocols, UX protocols and metaverse protocols are coming together. So what could we expect for the future? We can expect games, concerts, experiences. I think the future for Root is going to be big. And they've recently launched Tradeverse. And Tradeverse is where you can buy, discover, and trade your Root Network collectibles, all your NFTs, and all of your in-game and in-experience items. And so this is a company that's doing big things. And so we get a little bit of a marketplace, and now we've seen a layer one technology, and now we get to see the whole experience in a AAA experience. They recently launched Open at South by Southwest, and now again we see they have Futureverse. And you get to see what it's going to look like in the future. So this is a project that I'm very bullish about. This is a project that I think, has some of the hottest IPs and it can do very well. As we look at the Root token today, it's about 2 cents, and The market cap of the token is 30 million. The fully diluted market cap is 346 million. And when I look at last cycle, I think we saw Sandbox did really well. Let's see where Sandbox went last cycle. Where Sandbox stands at 700 million and 900 million fully diluted market cap. And let's just see where it went last cycle, to $7 billion. Now, I don't know if Root can get anywhere close to that, right, this cycle, but certainly Root is positioned to do well. And yes, we are seeing perhaps tokenomics that we generally we don't like. But when you look at Root and you look at their tokenomics and their unlock cycle, their vesting period, you're going to realize now that there is not going to be much unlocks. There is going to be some unlocks starting in November, but we're going to see unlocks starting really in October 2025. And the unlocks are very gradual. And so they've really looked carefully at their tokenomics, and they've designed it in such a way that I think it really favors the investor. And so Root is a project. I saw Hustle said it was his top metaverse project. It's a project I've been invested in for quite a while. The project came down in value. I think it's well positioned today at 30 million. Can it get to $1 billion in the bull run? If Sandbox got to 7 billion, perhaps Root can get to 1 billion. I think it has a lot of way to grow. So take a look at this project. It's coming to you from the Research Hub, a project that we love within 3 narratives: AI, gaming, and metaverse, perhaps the lead and play. And it's really doing foundational and fundamental things that can transform how we embrace and experience the digital world. So you can look forward to more videos like this coming out of the Research Hub. We hope you enjoyed this video on the Root Network.